Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Puddle Knights. Since last time, I've had a chance to look at this puzzle once again, and it turns out a fresh day is just what one needs for some fresh perspective, because I saw a different approach that I hadn't previously used. Let's see. I think I want her to go over here. This is the dance we have to do at the beginning just to free up silver. Then, once silver is freed up, I want to get red up top. And so we've done that before by doing this. And then red has interesting places that red can go. However, that's not where we need to go just yet because we need to help her and the lackey get across. And let's see. Silver actually needs to be in front of her there. Hold on. So silver needs to be here. Okay. So she and the lackey can get... Actually, they just want to go to here, if I recall correctly. And now, previously, when I was trying to solve the puzzle, I had them turn around, and then I had red come upstairs and help her and her lackey back down the ramp in the middle. And, which was nice, but is not the solution that one needs for the puzzle. And so that's why I was having trouble at the end. It turns out, just having her reverse course is kind of the key action. So let's see if with that knowledge we can do something better. So if she's just standing here, now red on his own can traverse things back over here. Silver should be able to help out by covering up this bit of fire. And then red can get his cape on the puddle in the corner, which was the thing we were trying to do before. You'll notice that I can't break off red's cape, and when I was working on this off camera, that was a real problem for me, and I was doing all kinds of things to try to break off red's cape. Until, at some point, my brain kicked in and discovered we don't need to break red's cape off, because we've already solved the puzzle. Doot, 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 doot. And it's just that easy. Dignity has been preserved. That did take me a while to figure out, so I'm kind of glad I did that one off camera. You already saw me struggle on it a bit last time. Let's move on to 6B, 16X. X for the extra challenge, I presume. Tunnel of Lava. All right. We have a bishop who wants to travel. Oh gosh, we got trapdoor. Even one trapdoor just makes me sad and frightened. Suppose I do quote-unquote obvious thing and do this. Oh, we're already trapped. Okay, so that's not gonna work. That trapdoor is not super useful. I suppose we could use it to walk you to a safe space over here. And then what? Red's cape will never be covering that other thing, and Red's cape I don't think it's going to get over... Well, Red's cape might get over here somehow. Could Red's cape get over here somehow? Let's see how much walking Red can do. Yeah, a fair bit. Silver would need to, like, turn around in here somewhere in order to get Red's cape on the trapdoor. And even if Red's cape were on the trapdoor... Unless it's just stuck there permanently. Well, it might want to be stuck there permanently. Getting red there. Let's ignore the fact that part of his cape is burning here. Yeah, I'm still not sure how I would do that. Because red needs to come across. Can red switch from clockwise to counterclockwise? Maybe that's actually the key move that I need to make. And so is that possible anywhere? Ooh, once silver... Am I seeing this correctly? Once silver goes across this, silver can never return. Also, yeah, let's look at how much cape we need for the end game. Assuming that he is standing on the flower petal, we only need 2 bits of cape. So red could have burned or broken off one of his capes. However, is that true enough yet? Because where is red going to be standing? Maybe red is standing in the corner where silver currently is? But then where is silver? Because I don't see a way for silver and red cape to both get in here. Suppose silver were standing here. Hold on. Then red could get both capes in here. I think that might be the only way to create a walkable path from the flower to the exit, which implies I would need to hold on to everybody's capes, well, most notably red's cape, until getting the bishop to the flower. So if I want to get the bishop to the flower, how could that ever happen? I suppose something that I didn't really witness before. If I'm holding this trapdoor down here, well no, red needs to be able to step across the fire. And if I'm holding the fire down over here, that's great. But red is not facing in the correct direction. And so it seems like the only way for red to be facing in the correct direction is for red to come around like this. I think this is true. And this is what I did at the beginning. And the problem is now silver doesn't have a way to help red get across. Is there anywhere that red can get a full turnaround in this puzzle? I don't think there is. Yeah, I don't think there is any spot where red could turn around all the way. Yeah, that's a problem. So here's the initial state. Imagine I did get red across the trapdoor. What would I be doing from there? I'm not even sure, because I don't see a way to get the noble, like, up this column anyway. It does feel more like, to me... Let's see. I have some kind of idea, at least, to start here. Well, no, if I do this, sure, the nobleman can walk out, but silver is already trapped. So it seems like silver does have to come in this direction. Perhaps just to walk the noble guy here temporarily, and then what? Once again, he's just going to be super stuck. And now the only way to get him out is either to have red's cape cross that thing, which is probably impossible, or to get silver stuck in here. So that's no good either. Where is a temporary spot that I could stash him? I'm really not sure. It really does surprise me how constrained, not even just in this game, but in other games as well, like these Sokoban style puzzles where you're on a grid with limited movement. How... Oh, red can go this way to get counterclockwise. Hold on. Okay, well this changes everything, because now red can get up here. So one thing that was previously impossible is now no longer impossible. Great. And that could be a temporary place for him to stand, perhaps? And it also enables you to walk around this way. Is that helpful? I suppose you could walk to here. And then walk to here. Yeah, that's actually super helpful, isn't it? Because now I can start doing a thing. That thing being... Well, red's about to get trapped. Is red permanently trapped when I do this? I think yes. Let's do it anyway, just to kind of witness how kind of walking up might work in between them. But yeah, now red is trapped. So is there another way that red could help out here? And if not, then what was the purpose of doing this? I mean, I suppose... Back when I was here, I suppose it's the case, oops, that I could have had Silver's cape draped across this way and red stepping up here, which could be good if he were already across. The problem is he can't be already across that little safe spot. And now I've lost the opportunity for Silver's cape to be holding things down in that direction. And getting him across means he would be blocking the way for Silver to do what Silver just did. This is, yeah, surprisingly constrained, in my view. Oh, but what if he walked up here first? Ha-ha, ha-ha-ha-ha. Okay. Then he could walk... Oh, no, he's... Like, I want him to walk on Silver's cape, and then I want red to walk away, but red can't walk away right now. Oh, but he could walk back down here. Red could walk away, and now we could step on a Silver's cape. And so what did that do for me? That enables him to walk all the way to here, which is farther north than he has been able to walk before, which means I can transfer him here, which means I can transfer him here, which means he can get to the flower. Salvation. And so that solves the whole puzzle, right? Yep, the key insights were at the beginning. Okay. We did it, and I finished World 6B, Forged in Lava. I got an achievement for it. We get a little musical ditty, and that means we get the privilege of looking ahead to World 7. Oh, a Holy Night, which appears to be the final world of this game. Made from whole cloth. Alright, let's see what we got. Some new gimmick. Holy Night, the cape has a hole in it. And I'm guessing she refuses to walk on it because she might get muddy? Yep. So, presumably the cape still has the power of holding down trapdoors? Yes. So the purpose of a holy cape is a cape that is capable, see what I did there? Of holding down trapdoors, but not capable of being good Puddle Knight puddle blockers for the fancy people. Alright. A very nice constrained puzzle they've given us here. How do we solve it? Well, I guess first step is to get her to walk over to here. And then the second step is probably to get her to walk over to here. And then on to step 3, which is probably to get her to walk over to here. There's a puddle there. Maybe not there. Maybe instead we want her to walk to here. There we go. And then she can get to the exit. Alright, that was a very nice tutorial puzzle to introduce the new mechanic. I appreciate it. Dignity's been preserved. Everybody wins. Wholesome. Without the W. Oh my goodness. So many holes in your cape. How did it get to be this way? Probably from coming from the lava world and it got singed or something. Or perhaps the cape had been stored in a closet that had some moths? I'm not sure. There's so much missing lore in the world, or we just have to imagine. Okay, this looks like it, in theory, could be straightforward because she just needs to... I can enable her to walk across one puddle. So I just need to find a path that has her constantly walking across different one-length puddles. So let's just, start by doing that. And keep doing it until it seems like we've used up most of the puzzle geometry. I think that sounds plausible. I would need to traverse this differently so that when she finishes her walk, she's no longer standing on any bits of my cape. And then here, she needs to walk across that puddle and for me to be holding down a trapdoor, perhaps? No, because she can't make it all the way here. No, but she can make it all the way here, which is good. Where's the exit? Oh, I'm standing almost right next to it. Great. That means we've solved the puzzle. I should have looked for where the exit was somewhat earlier in this puzzle, but I was focused on the start. And when I get focused, I can be laser focused. Cover up. Once again, only one knight and one lady. 2 trapdoors today. I do see the exit already, which hopefully will be advantageous. And I see various holes, or various puddles, that she needs to traverse. There's a flower here, so it seems quote-unquote obvious that we might want to move her there, so I shall do so. And I see a safe spot for her to stand here, so let's just imagine that that's a good thing. Aha. However, I guess she could now walk from here to here, and then I believe we would be able to solve the puzzle. Because I could give her a cape to stand on, to stay out of the puddles. She doesn't seem to mind standing on the holy cape so long as there's some stone below it, and everybody wins. Niche entertainment. Oh my goodness. Look how tiny this puzzle is. I believe I was just speaking about how small these puzzles can be, and how impressive I find that. How do I think this is going to go? Where could I possibly be standing? I guess if I were counterclockwise instead of clockwise, then I could have my head to the right where the holes are, and my holes to the bottom where my head is, and then she'd be able to walk around. So the question is just, how do I get myself converted from clockwise to counterclockwise? And the answer is, it's impossible. No. The answer is... You know what? If the lackey were to break off the holy section of my cape, that's fine. I don't need it. So perhaps that is somehow the key. In which case... what was the original? Yeah, maybe I need to... Well, if I walk here, we're all going to get stuck. And I don't see a way that I can kind of get stuff in front of the lackey. Yeah, now everybody's stuck. There's not enough space to do this. And therefore, the puzzle's impossible. Like, she won't go there. Now the only place she could go is here, but the lackey's not standing on any cape. And I couldn't have moved farther in. Yeah, once again, surprisingly constrained. Is there any way for me to turn around at the beginning? No. Alright. Certainly some of you who are watching this video have already seen the solution. If you could please send it back in time to me, then I would be looking less foolish right now. What if I start by just moving her and get the lackey somewhere nearby? She couldn't. I guess the only way to have the lackey in line is for her to go all the way across. Could I do this? Yeah. With her on the bottom. Yeah. So this is a situation I've not been in before. Does it help? I think it does, because now she can do this. Here we go. Great. And I just managed to break off a bit of cape, which is presumably what I want to do. And now that enables us to do a little shuffle, do a little ditty, do a little dance, and we're there. Credit to whoever, I won't reveal your name, in the comments, chose to send that message back in time to me. It was received. Well done. 7-5, ripoff. Sounds like we will be tearing another cape. 2 holes, 2... Oh, interesting. Now we have... And some before and after. Alright, it seems like the first move here... Oh! I figured out why the puzzle's called ripoff. My cape is so long that I will rip it myself if I am not careful. I was not careful, and I ripped it myself. So if I'm going to rip it myself, I need to rip off the tailmost piece with holes somewhere useful, presumably somewhere useful being somewhere where it would be holding down a trapdoor. And I believe I see a spot for that here. I think at a glance that's the only place that I could rip off a bit of Holy Cape so that it holds down a trapdoor. I am not clear that that's going to be useful to me, but since that's the only spot I saw to do that, I'm going to start with that, then walk her somewhere, and then try to puzzle out the rest. I can't go that way. So what if instead I had gone this way? That seems better. Oh, she can even use that as a temporary... Oh, there's a gate here to the north of her that I failed to see. Because my eyeballs do not work, apparently. Where is a possible next bit of safety that I can get her to, then? I have 2 bits of cape. Perhaps I broke it off on the wrong trapdoor? How can she ever get to safety with just 2 steps? There's no lackey available. I could never step on my own non-holy cape. So the implication is, if I want to create a new space for her to stand on, it would have to be on one of these trapdoors? Suppose she were able to step here. Then she would have been able to walk to there. Okay, so is it possible for me to break off the Holy Cape on the leftmost trapdoor from the beginning state of the puzzle? I am fairly certain that it is not. Which is too bad, because that would have been helpful. Where else can I imagine her walking? Imagine she's on one of these 2 bits. She can only walk 2 spaces. So walking from the 2 bits across all of this cape, like if I'd walked this way, Actually, even with all of my cape intact... Oh, even with all of my cape intact, she could do that walk. Aha! Perhaps I cut off my cape too early. Then the question becomes, can I get her there without cutting off my cape? And I think the answer may be yes, in a way that I did not see previously. Well, yes and no. She now has cape to get across. I need to reverse that action. Coming from north to south, except that's impossible. Or is it? There we go. Okay. She walks over here. I get out of the way. She gets out of the way. I do a little dance. And now stand here. Now she can walk all the way to here. And now, presumably, is when I need to do my super duper maneuver of this. And so now, once again, she has another place that she could stand temporarily. And I am able to get her to there by doing this. And then... next, I guess she would be going up here. And then next, I guess she would be going... I think I see what I need to do, maybe. I would have had to been coming from the south. Got it. So if I come from the south and make that move, then my capes enable her to get to here. And then the puzzle is solved. All right. We're making really good progress today. Admittedly, the start of a world is often the easiest section. No extra challenge puzzles, some introductory tutorial puzzles. The Holy Binity is apparently the name of this. We got blue, we got red. They both have 2 holies and a non-holy cape. We have 1 trapdoor. It goes like this. And a bunch of puddles. Okay. What is the plan? Stand. Suppose, hypothetically, I just started her a walkin'. And then tried to move Blue's cape somewhere useful for her to keep a walkin', except for she can't keep a walkin'. And red could turn around. Not particularly usefully. Let's look at the end of the puzzle. At the end of the puzzle, I'll probably either break off some cape, such as the last 2 bits of red's cape over there, and have gotten her to the upper right, or also needs blue's cape and have her coming from the place just to the south of red. Those are 2 kind of ways I could imagine things going. Alright. Suppose I just broke off. Let's go ahead and just kind of test one of those scenarios, as it were. Suppose I went ahead, solved my trapdoor issue forever. In which case, red's cape is pretty useless. So I think it's actually more advantageous to me to break off red's cape here so that red has full maneuverability. And now let's see if blue is capable of walking her all the way over there and then getting a little bit of cape right at the exit somehow, something. So if blue wanted to do that, blue would offer a step over here. Red, why don't you get like way out of the way? Then next blue could offer a step, say, to there, but going the opposite direction. Which means I would be coming this way, so that she could step off of the cape and onto some stone. Then next blue... Aha! There are 2 bits of puddle ahead of every possible way for her to cross over to the next safe spot. And so breaking off red's cape that early is untenable, and now I see why. So, perhaps we'll break off Red's cape like that later. In that case... how do I want to begin? Getting her to that top section still seems pretty good. And I suppose right now I can get her to that top section pretty freely. But now I need to arrange for 2 capes for her to get into the rightmost section of 3 diagonal stones. So cape number 1 perhaps could be that one. Cape number 2 perhaps could be this one. And now she is somewhere more tenable. Having done that, I think 1 cape would be sufficient, so I might have reduced this to a previously solved problem, in which case, substituting red for blue, since they both have the same cape pattern. Let's do that. Followed by this. Red would have to be ahead of her. This I did not foresee. However, it almost works. Like, she could walk over to here, except for there's nowhere to stand because Red's cape is broken. Blue could just go ahead and break that cape. Watch this. Blue breaks all the cape, and now both of them can just walk away and she can get to the exit. I did not foresee that happening until it happened, but that was pretty great. I love it. Good puzzle. And a good finish for today. I'm going to say, I hope as always, that you all are having a great day. And there is something further to the right. After victory laps, it appears, despite the fact that there's only 7 worlds. Maybe it's just like an ending cutscene or something. I don't know. And presumably, when I finish 7-7, more puzzles will appear. Yeah, in any case, we'll have to find out next time. I hope as always that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon for more Puddle Knights. For now, bye-bye.